I just freaking love the sound of that. What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. I am on my way to the gym, of course. So, I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and I told myself that I was gonna post at least one a week, but I failed. That is what today's video is gonna be about. It's gonna be about failure. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video, and I'm back.
One thing I won't do is let you tell me this ain't my fate. Ain't my fate. Yeah, I know they ready for me. All this sauce on me like I got spaghetti on me. Pockets full, yeah, like I got confetti on me. I'm trying to do it for the people at their lowest moments. So if you want that, go get that. Yeah, that's that. Hey, you need that. Hey, you take that. And they see that, cause they get back. Cause we need that, yeah. Get off the ground, now you feel the bass, yeah. No Allen sight, but I still need a chase. No picture frame, but you still see my face, yeah. I'ma be hard to replace, cause one thing I won't do is let you tell me that I can't be great. Who gon' stop me now? Can't be great. Who gon' stop me now? One thing I won't do is let you tell me this ain't my fate. Yeah. Who gon' stop me now? Ain't my fate. Who gon' stop me now? Yeah, we come from nothing. Yeah, we see the stars. We tryna fly out to Venus and Mars. Who gon' stop me now? Oh Lord, I won't stop for nothing, cause I want it all. That's why I grind until I fall. Oh yeah. One thing I won't do is let you tell me that I can't be great. Can't be great. One thing I won't do is let you tell me this ain't my fate. Ain't my fate. One thing I won't do is let you tell me that I can't be great. Can't be great. One thing I won't do is let you tell me this ain't my fate. Ain't my fate.
So if you guys remember in my last video, I mentioned that I joined the military to be a medic, and that didn't work out so well. So when I went to tech school, when I first joined the military, I signed up to be a medic. Went through tech school, finished all the modules, and come time to take the NREMT, I failed. So after failing the NREMT test, I just felt like the biggest failure. I thought that I failed myself. I felt like I failed my family, and the whole reason why I joined the military was to have a better life, and I thought that I was gonna have to go back to that life, and that was just the most stressful thing in the world, because now that I'd put myself out there, I joined the military, I finally found something that I wanted to do to be able to help people, and now that thinking that now I can't do that, and how am I gonna do that? I just felt like a total failure. I didn't know how I was gonna become a better person, and I didn't know how I was gonna help people until I sat back and started thinking about it. I started thinking about, what did I learn from this? And that's what you gotta be able to do, is you have to be able to take yourself out of those situations and just think, okay, I failed, but what did I learn from that failure? Those are the biggest takeaways, is having to find what you learned from those certain failures. So the number one thing that I learned is if you say that you want to become something, then you better put everything that you have, all your focus into that one thing, and that's all you need to focus on. So after coming back home, I tried to think about why did I fail the NREMT? And it got me thinking about every single day that I was there. Did I put 110% effort into each and every day to become a medic? And looking back on it, nope, I didn't. Once I got there, I became friends with a whole bunch of people, and at the time, that was what was important to me, was building friendships, because we had been through a lot over the last 9 weeks. And after 9 weeks of being cooped up with a bunch of guys, like, the last thing you want to do is go study. That was the last thing that was on my mind, was to go study, for the whole reason why I joined the military. But if I would have thought about that going into it, I probably would have remembered my why, as in to join the military, but I didn't. Nope. Me and some friends, about 6 or 7 of us. I'll try to find a picture and throw it up on here. We got super close. We went out to bars, we went out to the river and tubed like every single weekend, went out to eat all the time. And honestly, like most of the time, I didn't spend a lot of time studying. And I wasn't, so it goes back to being focused. Like, I wasn't focused the majority of the time that I was there. And if I would have known going into it that I've never been a really good student, so in order for me to pass something or to be good at something, I have to really, well, not to be good at something, but in order for me to pass something as far as like school-wise, like I really have to study, because school just doesn't come easy for me. It comes easy for a lot of people, and I don't like you people. Like it aggravates me. There was a friend from high school, or that I grew up with, he never had to study, like never had to study, and it just came to him just naturally. So I'm really jealous of those people. But yeah, I forgot my why, wasn't focused, and inevitably, like, it led me to failing the NREMT test. But that's what I learned once I got back home, after it was too late, that I should have stayed focused. I should have remembered my why. That is really good. They hit the spot. So, after coming back home, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, I was given 2 options. 1, I could get out of the military. 2, I could reclass and get into public health. Thinking about my worst fears coming true of being pushed out of the military, I was actually given a second chance. And my second chance was to go into a position that I really didn't know anything about, and I really didn't have any passion or education on what this job is. It's like a public speaking position. You give briefings. That was the only thing that I heard the whole time was you're gonna brief people on what they need to do in each of these subjects that you learn in tech school. And that scared the crap out of me. I couldn't have been any more scared because I hate public speaking. Like, if anyone knows me, I'm really quiet. I wouldn't say I'm shy, but I'm really quiet when I'm around people that I don't know. It takes me a while to warm up. So the thought of spending my military career and giving briefings the whole time, it scared the crap out of me. I didn't know what to do, but I knew the one thing I didn't want to do was get out of the military. So I knew in order for me to grow, in order for me to just become a better person, then this is what I needed to do. I needed to stick with it. I needed to go on this journey and learn something that I never wanted to do. It was gonna scare the crap out of me. So I told him I would sign up to be a public health technician, and went off to tech school. And while I was there, two things came back to me. I remembered my why, and I remembered to stay focused. Without those two things, I knew that I would be back in the same place that I was after going to school to be a medic. 2 months later, I graduated, came back home. That began my journey to becoming a public health technician. I learned so many things about myself. Two most important things: remember your why and stay focused. And if you do those two things, then you can achieve anything. Like, you really can achieve anything. If it wasn't for me to making that decision to staying in the military, and even though I had a setback, I still needed to keep pushing forward. What do they say? You can take one step back as long as you take 2 steps forward. If you always do that, then you'll always be ahead. So just remember that in anything that you choose to do, it's okay if you fail at it. This was like my whole takeaway from everything. Like, it's okay if you fail at it. If you look back on your failures, you can learn from them and then apply them to the next thing that you try to do. So everything that I try to do from here on out, even if it scares the crap out of me, I still do it. I still do it, because if I fail at it, it's okay. Like, I'll know that, you know, maybe it wasn't meant to be for me to do that, or it wasn't meant for me to do that at that time. So I do it, I take action, I do that thing that scares the crap out of me. If I fail it, okay, sit back, assess the situation, assess why I failed at it, and then learn from it and go after it again. And by learning what you did to fail at it, it will help you succeed in the next thing that you try to do. So with that being said, go out and do the things that scare you the most. If you're in a bad place, if you're in a position to where you want to become a better person, take the step and do what you know you need to do, because I promise you, it will change your life. Even if you fail at it, you'll sit back, figure out what you did and figure out why you failed, and then you can apply that to the next thing in life. And I promise you, that is like the biggest thing. Like if I never would have tried anything that I've done so far, then I would have never known, and then I never would have grown as a person. So if you're in a spot to where you want to become a better person, take action, do it. While you're doing it, remember your why, and remember to stay focused, and you'll be okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I kind of like this sitting down and kind of like talking straight to the camera. But I've got a ton of food that I need to eat. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And if this video inspired you at all, hit the thumbs up button because it helps the channel grow. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. That was really good. Have a good night.